West 11 Sports Media presents Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network. Welcome to today's play-by-play broadcast. Littlefield Wildcats baseball is brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, Fibermax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet, GMC. We will go live and direct to the ballpark for today's play-by-play action, right after a word from our sponsors. Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4-94763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we're broadcasting live today from Wildcats Ballpark, where the Wildcats are getting set to take on the Roosevelt Eagles. All of the players are being introduced on the field, and today something special for some little ones. The baseball buddies are all being introduced with their favorite varsity Wildcat players. They're going to play the national anthem here. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the lineups and the first pitch right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, where we are live today for this district baseball game between the Wildcats and the Roosevelt Eagles. The Wildcats were introduced before the game with their baseball buddies, and now the Wildcats hopefully will come away with a big win today here over Roosevelt. This is a team that we defeated earlier in the season by a final score of 14-0. Back on March 17th, the Wildcats beat the Eagles 14-0 in ACUF. And the Roosevelt Eagles now visiting Littlefield. Wildcats will put Chip Green on the mound today. Chip Green, the senior right-hander, gets the start. Number 28 on the bump. Behind the plate, number 8, Jaden Kirkland. Playing first base for the Wildcats today is number 30, Adam McDonald. Second baseman will be number 18, Braden Redmond. The shortstop is number 12, Ian Mendez. And the third baseman for the Littlefield Wildcats is Dawson Adkins. Apologies to Dawson there. His name technical problems. Dawson Adkins is at third base. Oh, I hope it's not one of those days, folks. Gabe Villanueva is out in left. Chip Green on the mound, and again, Major McNeese out in center field, and in right field for the Wildcats is Jacob Kirkland. So Littlefield also on the roster today has number 26, Gabe Mata, number 32, C.J. Weaver, number 20, Anastasio Ayala, and number 16, Blayton Solis. And that rounds out the complete roster for the Wildcats today. And I'll give you the batting order between the top and bottom of the first inning here on the broadcast. Rocky start for me. I don't know why. I feel pretty good today. So here we go. Great weather for baseball. The first pitch is going to be hit down the left field line, and it goes foul. And that is Cooper Bland. Cooper Bland, the batter for the Roosevelt Eagles. Steps into the batter's box. Down 0-1 to Chip Green. 0-1 pitch is a curveball, popped up. Foul territory, it will be out of play. On the foul, that will be strike 2. It's going to be hot today. We've got 82 degrees right now at game time under a blue sky overhead. We've got fair skies with winds out of the southwest at 14 miles per hour. Nice little breeze. 26% humidity. We're expecting a high of 92 this afternoon here in Littlefield. 0-2, here's Chip Green with a windup of the pitch, and that'll be a line drive caught by Dawson Adkins. A heck of a play by the Wildcats' third baseman. And that'll be out number 1 on the line out. That was right near his feet when he caught it. It was a hard hit ball that I think Cooper Bland thought that was going to get through for sure, and Dawson Adkins snags it for out number 1. Here's Cameron Vasquez to the plate. Vasquez, the number 2 batter in the order for the Eagles. Littlefield dressed in their home white jerseys, white pants, maroon trimming numbers, and that's going to be hit high out into center field. Major McNeese settles up under it, makes the catch, and that will be out number 2. So 2 away, nobody on for the Eagles here in the top of the first, 0-0. Wildcats dressed in their home whites, Littlefield across the chest with maroon pinstripes. Roosevelt dressed in their visiting black jerseys with gray pants, maroon and white trim and numbers for the Eagles. Here's Ryan Bradshaw to the plate. First pitch here, swing and a miss at strike one. 0-1 to the batter, Bradshaw. We're just underway, top of inning number 1, 0-0. Pitch fouled straight back to the backstop, and that will be strike 2 on the foul ball. 0-2 to the batter, Ryan Bradshaw. Green gets the call from his catcher, Jaden Kirkland. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive right up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. As Ryan Bradshaw gets on base with a 2-out single. Here in the top of the first inning, that puts a runner on first base for the Eagles, and Hunter Johnson coming to the plate now. Johnson, the catcher, is going to have to get out of his shin guards. So Hunter Johnson steps into the box with 2 outs and a runner on first for Roosevelt. 0-0. Here's Green. First pitch to Johnson. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Hunter Johnson is the cleanup hitter for the Roosevelt Eagles today. Next pitch. Curveball. Misses just a bit high. It'll be ball one. Everybody in the field for the Wildcats playing straight away. One pitch. Swing and a miss at strike two, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hunter Johnson. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. It's fair. Atkins makes the long throw to first, and it's in time. Adam McDonald with his heel on the bag, and that will be out number 3 to retire the side. So Roosevelt puts one on in the first inning. They can't bring any across. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 1. 0-0 the score. We'll be back right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the bottom of inning number 1. 0-0 is our score. Let's take a look at the batting order for the Wildcats. Batting first is the center fielder wearing number 2. That's Major McNeese. Batting second in the order is the first baseman who wears number 30, Adam McDonald. Batting third for the Wildcats is the pitcher wearing number 28, Chip Green. Batting cleanup today for Littlefield will be the right fielder wearing number 10, Jacob Kirkland. Batting fifth in the order for the Wildcats is the third baseman wearing number 22, that's Dawson Adkins. Batting sixth for the Wildcats is the second baseman, number 18, Braden Redmond. Batting seventh is the shortstop wearing number 12, Ian Mendez. Batting eighth is the catcher wearing number 8, Jaden Kirkland. And rounding out the batting order for the Wildcats is the left fielder wearing number 6, Gabe Villanueva. So it will be McNeese, McDonald, and Green up in the order here, bottom of the first. And they'll be facing Cameron Vasquez, a right-hander on the mound for the Roosevelt Eagles. Major McNeese, the left-handed batter, shows bunt, lays it down on the third baseline. Fielded. The throw is in time for out number 1. As Major McNeese bunts out. That'll be 1 away for the Wildcats. Nobody on. That brings Adam McDonald to the plate now for Littlefield, the senior first baseman. Adam steps in. Here's Vasquez with the first pitch to McDonald. High and inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, McDonald. 0-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Beautiful day for baseball. It's going to be a hot one today here in mid-April. 1-0 pitch, swing and a grounder foul down the third baseline. The only artificial playing surface in the district here in Littlefield. We've got 310 feet down each baseline, 370 feet to the elevated fence in center field. Great day for ball here in Wildcat land. If you're out and about town today, come on out and cheer on the Wildcats. Girls are playing next door too in softball. Admission is free. Concession stand is open. Come on out. Here's the 1-1 to McDonald. Just misses inside. Ball 2. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. McDonald at the plate. Chip Green on deck. Two-one pitch. Swing and a foul ball back to the backstop. Now the count will even up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the first. 0-0. Adam choked up a little bit on the bat. He'll call time just as Vasquez enters his windup. So now everybody will reset. Adam steps back into the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now, 3-2. After missing 2 games, Coach Jet Hartley, head coach Hartley, is back in action today. I want to congratulate him and his wife Alyssa on becoming brand new parents earlier this week. And Coach Blake Green and Coach Manasco filled in for him while he spent time with his new baby, and he's back in action today, coaching in the third base box. Coach Green back over in the first base box. Payoff pitch to McDonald is low for ball 4. So Adam McDonald will go to first base on the walk, and here comes Chip Green. Green, who has been batting cleanup most of the season, now bumped up to the 3rd spot in the order in today's lineup. Jacob Kirkland is on deck in the cleanup position. So here we go. Green at the plate. McDonald on first. Pickoff throw to first is not in time as Adam gets back in safely. Close play. Green steps back in, the Wildcat senior. He's the pitcher today for Littlefield. Another pickoff throw to first. Not in time. Cameron Vasquez, the Roosevelt pitcher. Pitch, low and away, ball 1 to Chip Green. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter. Jacob Kirkland on deck, Dawson Atkins in the hole. 0-0 the score here on the bottom of the first. Vasquez with the pickoff to first, not in time. And he seems persistent right now to try to keep Adam McDonald in check there. That very first pickoff was real close, and I think that gave Vasquez a little bit of an idea that he might be able to pick off Adam, so he's going to have to be careful there. Vasquez making him work. Another pickoff throw, not in time. So Chip Green at the plate has only seen one pitch so far in this at-bat. This one comes in for a called strike as it catches the outside corner of the plate. And Chip has to ask the umpire, are you sure that was a strike? 1-1. Another pickoff to first, not in time. Yeah, after that first one that was real close, Adam not as big of a lead there, and I don't think Vasquez is going to be able to get him. Back of the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike to Chip Green. Pitch, and that'll be hit out into center field. Center fielder gets up under it and makes the catch on the routine fly ball. That'll be out number 2. So Chip flies out to center field with a runner on first base and 2 outs. Jacob Kirkland comes to the plate now. Catcher sets up on the outside corner. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. The first time we played Roosevelt back in March at their place, the first inning took about 40 minutes. It was a long first inning. The pace picked up after that. And here's Kirkland. He's going to drill one past the third baseman out into left field, and that'll be a base hit for Jacob Kirkland. A hard hit ground ball to left. That makes 2 on base with 2 outs for the Wildcats. Kirkland at first, McDonald at second, and here comes Dawson Adkins. Dawson steps into the batter's box for the first time today, batting in the 5 spot. Here's Vasquez. First pitch to Adkins, outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Here in the bottom of inning number 1, 0-0 the score, but Littlefield has runners at first and second base with 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball chopper over the pitcher. Shortstop fields it, throws to first, and it is in time for out number 3 to retire the side. As Littlefield puts 2 on but can't bring any across, we've played 1 complete. Your score is 0-0. We'll be back right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network, where the Wildcats are back out on the field. 0-0, top of inning number 2. Chip Green on the mound and delivers a strike to Kason Grizel. Green right back into the windup. Next pitch, low, ball 1. Count goes 1-1. Both teams had base runners in the first inning. Nobody could get anything across. And it's 0-0, top of the second. Here's Green with a 1-1 curveball. Comes in for a strike, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to Kason Grizel. Pitch, swing, and a ground ball to third. Adkins gloves it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 1. And that's a couple of solid plays that Dawson Adkins has made at third base so far today. Gavin Gonzalez comes to the plate now for Roosevelt. 1 away, nobody on. First pitch here comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Gonzalez. Here's Chip out of the windup, the 0-1 curveball foul. Wildcats have Chip Green on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald is the first baseman, Braden Redmond at second, Ian Mendez at short, and Dawson Adkins at third. Gabe Villanueva in left, Major McNeese in center, and Jacob Kirkland out in right. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be hit high out into center field. Major McNeese comes up under it and makes the catch for out number 2. 2 batters up, 2 outs. Here comes Cole Hatchett for the Eagles. Cole Hatchett steps into the box. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch. High and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Hatchett. Green with the next pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 1. And now it's a 1-1 count. Next pitch, he shows bunt, and he'll foul it down. Straight down to home plate on the foul ball at strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to the batter, Hatchett. Next pitch. Just misses outside. And the count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 to the batter, Hatchett. Pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3. Cole Hatchett goes down swinging for out number 3. And it's 3 up, 3 down for Roosevelt in the second. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score 0-0. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West here at the Wildcats ballpark, where we're tied at 0 headed into the bottom of inning number 2. It will be the 6, 7, and 8 batters up in the order for the Wildcats. Braden Redmond will be followed by Ian Mendez and Jaden Kirkland. Redmond at the plate now for the Wildcats. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit out into the gap in left center field. Center fielder moving over will make the catch, and that's out number 1. So Braden Redmond flies out on the first pitch that he sees here in the second inning. That'll bring Ian Mendez to the plate now for the Wildcats. 0-0, bottom of the second. Ian Mendez, the shortstop, swings at the first pitch here for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Mendez. Jaden Kirkland on deck. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive foul down the left field line. And that will be strike 2. So now it's 0-2, Mendez down in the count. Cameron Vasquez, the starting pitcher on the mound for Roosevelt, has thrown 16 pitches so far in the game. This will be number 17. Low, ball 1. Kind of skipped into the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 1-2. Ian steps back up to the plate. Vasquez with a 1-2 delivery. Misses low and away, ball 2. So now it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Nobody on for Littlefield. The pitch to Mendez. Swings at it and pops it up in the infield, coming down to the second baseman, and he will make the catch for out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on for Littlefield, and here comes Jaden Kirkland. So Jaden Kirkland, the catcher, comes to the plate for the first time today. Jaden is the number 8 batter in the order. Here's Vasquez with the first pitch to Jaden Kirkland. Catches the outside for the called strike 1. Yeah, this umpire is being a little generous today with that outside corner. 0-1. Next pitch to Kirkland. Low and inside, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs on Littlefield here. Nobody on base in the bottom of the second. Zero, bottom of inning number 2. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Littlefield offense slow to get started today. Here's the 1-2 delivery to Kirkland. Low and inside. Ball 2, and the count evens at 2-2. Lady Cats are playing next door. Girls softball action. We also have the JV boys coming up after this game, I believe, here at the ballpark. 2-2 pitch to Kirkland. Just misses outside. Vasquez thought he was going to get that one, but didn't give him the call. It's going to be 3-2. Full count now to Kirkland. Payoff pitch. Comes right down the middle for a called strike 3. Kirkland watches it come in, and that will retire the side. Littlefield can't get anything going in the second, and we're headed to the top of the third with your score. 0-0, Wildcats versus the Roosevelt Eagles. We'll be back.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at home, the friendly confines of the Wildcats ballpark. Beautiful day for baseball here on this Saturday. It's tied at 0-0 the score, headed to the top of the third inning. Chip Green remains on the mound for the Wildcats. He's thrown a total of 23 pitches. And he'll face the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up in the order for Roosevelt. This is Jesus Macias. First pitch to Macias. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Matt Taylor is on deck and Cooper Bland in the hole for the Eagles. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Macias. Here's Green. The 0-2 pitch. Just misses outside. Man, it's hard for me to tell when it's on that outside corner whether it's going to be a strike or not. Here's the 1-2. That one's in there for a called strike 3, and Macias goes down looking for out number 1 as Chip Green gets the strikeout. Here comes Matt Taylor. Wildcats have Chip Green on the mound. All the starting 9 are still in position. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first. Braden Redmond at second. Ian Mendez at shortstop. And Dawson Adkins at third. And here's the first pitch to Matt Taylor. It's in there for a strike. We have Gabe Villanueva out in left. Major McNeese in center. And Jacob Kirkland in right. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Now it's 0-2 to the batter, Matt Taylor. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3. And that's back-to-back strikeouts for Chip Green here, and it's 2 outs, nobody on. We go back to the top for Roosevelt. This is Cooper Bland. Cooper Bland is 0 for 1. He lined out to the third baseman his last time up. First pitch to Bland. Swings and fouls it off on a curveball. 0-1 to the batter, Cooper Bland. It's been a defensive ball game so far here in the top of the third inning. 0-0 the score. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Bland. Green with a windup in the pitch. Right in there for a called strike 3 as Chip Green strikes out the side. Cooper Bland goes down looking. 3 strikeouts for Green. We're headed to the bottom of the third. 0-0. Wildcats coming to the plate. We'll be back right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, where the Wildcats are tied with the Roosevelt Eagles, 0-0 going into the bottom of the third inning. We have coming up for the Wildcats the 9-1-2 batters. It will be Gabe Villanueva, followed by Major McNeese and Adam McDonald in the batting order. G is the number 9 batter in the order. The left fielder, left-handed batter, steps into the box. Cameron Vasquez remains on the mound for Roosevelt. He's only thrown 25 pitches through 2 innings of work. First pitch here is going to be hit high out into center field. Cooper Bland, the center fielder, gets under it and makes the catch, and that's out number 1. And the tone of this game continues. 1 away, nobody on for Littlefield, and here comes Major McNeese as we go back to the top of the order. Here's the first pitch to Major. High and outside, ball 1. Major is the first batter in the order, so he starts the second rotation through the order for the Wildcats. He's 0 for 1 with a bunt. He bunted out his last time up. Here's the 1-0. Way outside, ball 1. Correction, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Vasquez. 2-0 pitch. Will be hit down the left field line. It has a chance to be fair, and it is. It's rolling back to the corner. Major's rounding first. He's headed for second base, and he'll be standing up with a double. Major McNeese, a fly ball to left field. It landed fair and then rolled to the corner. And with 1 out now, Littlefield has a runner in scoring position. Major McNeese going opposite field is a left-handed batter hitting it down the left field line. That brings Adam McDonald to the plate. McDonald steps in with 1 out and a runner on second base. Adam walked in his last at-bat, swings at that pitch for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, McDonald. Here's the 0-1. He watches that one come in for a called strike 2, and now it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Adam McDonald, with Chip Green on deck for Littlefield. Major McNeese is the base runner on second. Here's Vasquez with the 0-2 pitch. Nope, time called. Yeah, Vasquez kind of Look back at McNeese there at second base and kind of froze for a little bit. McDonald calls time, and everybody will reset. Pitch. He's going to swing at one outside and fouls it off. Trying to protect here with an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out to McDonald. Here's Vasquez with a pickoff throw to second base, not in time. It actually got past the shortstop there, but center fielder backed up the throw, and Major gets back into the bag safely at second, but unable to go to third. So it's 0-2, no balls and 2 strikes to McDonald at the plate. Pitch. Swing and a little pop-up in the infield. Drops down in front of the second baseman. Throw to first is in time. McNeese is coming home, and he'll score. Adam McDonald grounds out, but Major McNeese scores. And Littlefield leads the game now 1-0. Good heads-up base running there. That'll be an RBI for Adam McDonald as Major McNeese scores the run. 1-0 Littlefield. 2 outs, nobody on, and here comes Chip Green. Chip comes to the plate and takes the first pitch in the kidney, and that'll be a free base for Chip Green. So Green goes to first base, hit by a pitch with 2 outs, and here comes Jacob Kirkland, the Wildcats cleanup hitter. And Chip, the Littlefield pitcher, for the moment, will be doing his own running. As Kirkland steps into the box. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Green gets back in safely. Another pickoff throw. Chip dives back in. Littlefield leads the game now 1-0 here, having scored here in the third inning. Bottom of the third, 1-0, Littlefield on top. Here's the first pitch to Jacob Kirkland. It's a grounder out to the shortstop, pretty deep in the well. He fields it. The throw will not be in time. Kirkland's safe, and Green goes to third. And Jacob Kirkland hits safely to put runners on the corners. Yeah, that's a tough throw for the shortstop. He was pretty deep out there and had to throw it across his body, and Kirkland hustling down the line. That puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Littlefield has runners at first and third, and Dawson Adkins comes to the plate. Dawson is 0 for 1 with a ground out in his last at-bat. And the pitcher, Vasquez, will fake the throw to third and fake the throw to first. Classic move that accomplishes nothing. But they've always done it. Try to get that runner at first to jump, but they never do. Here's the first pitch to Dawson, and it will miss outside for ball 1. Kirkland's going to go to second. Oh, and Green gets thrown out at third. And that's out number 3. That one worked. Jacob Kirkland was stealing second, and Chip Green just came off the bag and gets thrown out at third base. And that will retire the side, but Littlefield scores a run in the third inning. We're headed to the top of the fourth with your score 1-0. Wildcats on top. We'll be back right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation. like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Field, where we move to the top of the fourth inning. Littlefield on top, 1-0. Chip Green remains on the mound for the Wildcats, and he'll face Cameron Vasquez, Ryan Bradshaw, and Hunter Johnson up in the order, the 2, 3, and 4 batters. First pitch was high for ball one. This one it will be fouled down the left field line and out of play. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 to the batter, Cameron Vasquez. Chip Green, the starting pitcher for the Wildcats, has thrown a total of 35 pitches. This will be number 36. It's a curveball, fouled straight down for a strike 2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to the batter, Vasquez. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3, and Vasquez goes down swinging for out number 1. So it's 1 away with nobody on for Roosevelt, and here comes Ryan Bradshaw. Littlefield still has all starting 9 players in position. Chip Green, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. I'll give you the rest of them after this pitch. Low and away, ball 1 to Bradshaw. We have Adam McDonald on first, Braden Redmond at second, Ian Mendez at shortstop, and Dawson Atkins at third base. Gabe Villanueva is the left fielder, Major McNeese the center fielder, and Jacob Kirkland the right fielder. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss at strike 1, and the count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Ryan Bradshaw. Next pitch just misses inside, ball 2. Now 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to the batter. Bradshaw is 1 for 1 with a single. He had a grounder up the middle his last time up, and he swings at that one for strike 2, and it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Roosevelt has nobody on base. 2-2 pitch from Green. Swing and a miss at strike 3. And right now, Chip Green is dealing it. 2 outs and nobody on. And here comes Hunter Johnson.
The catcher, number 10, Hunter Johnson.
Johnson is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out to third base his last time up. First pitch to Johnson comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1. Next pitch. That'll be hit out into center field. Major McNeese on his horse gets to it in the left center field gap, and that will be out number 3 to retire the side as Roosevelt goes 3 up, 3 down once again. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th with your score. Littlefield 1, Roosevelt 0. We'll be back right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a touch-tone energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Field on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. This game is moving right along as we move into the bottom of the fourth inning. Wildcats up 1-0. It's been a defensive ball game so far. We'll see if Littlefield can get something going here in the fourth inning. It will be the 5, 6, and 7 batters in the order for Littlefield. This is Dawson Adkins. First pitch here is fouled down the right field line and out of play. Adkins will be followed by Braden Redmond and Ian Mendez. Adkins is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. Here's the 0-1. Swing and another foul ball over the backstop, and that will make the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Dawson Adkins. Adkins, the third baseman. Here's Vasquez with the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball down the third baseline, but it goes foul. Dawson still down in the count, 0-2. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the fourth inning. First 2 innings were scoreless. Littlefield scored a run in the bottom of the third. And now here we are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Adkins goes down swinging. That'll be out number 1. 1 away, nobody on for the Wildcats, and Braden Redmond comes to the plate. Redmond steps into the box for the second time today. He is 0 for 1 with a fly out. Had a fly out to the center fielder in the gap in left center field his last time up. First pitch to Redmond. Curveball comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1 to Braden Redmond. The 0-1 pitch, low, ball 1, skipped into the catcher. Cameron Vasquez, the right-handed pitcher on the mound for Roosevelt, started the game and has only thrown 42 pitches so far. He's been very effective so far for Roosevelt against the Wildcat hitters. Keep thinking that at some point here, Littlefield's going to start to put some down in the outfield maybe, and Coach Hartley might try to get that small ball game working again. That pitch was inside for ball 2. There's been some games where we just bunt you to death. Not so much here in this one. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and he'll rip this one out into left field, but it's right to the left fielder. And that'll be out number 2. Cole Hatchett makes the catch out there in left for Roosevelt. So it's 2 outs and nobody on. Good contact there from Redmond, but I mean that's just kind of the story of the game is we've been putting it in play. We're just hitting it right to him. So here comes Ian Mendez. He popped one up to the second baseman his last time up. This is the second at-bat of the game for Mendez. He's the number 7 batter in the order. 0-1 pitch, or rather first pitch. He pops this one up. Foul territory, first baseline. The pitcher Can't make the catch. He was looking right up into the sun, Vasquez, and he misses it. So Ian will have a second chance here. That'll be a foul ball. Yeah, Vasquez, the pitcher, and Gavin Gonzalez, the third baseman, either one could have made the play. Vasquez calls him off, and then they're looking right up into that 12 o'clock sun. So here we go. Back at the plate, Mendez. It's 0-1. Mendez shows bunt, and he'll foul it straight back to the backstop. And the count goes 0-2 now. No balls and 2 strikes. And it seems like Wildcat hitters today have been behind in the count regularly throughout this game. You've got to give Vasquez some credit. Here's the 0-2. Way outside, ball 1, and now the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Ian Mendez. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Jaden Kirkland would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. Here's Vasquez with a 1-2 pitch. Low, bounces off the rubber of home plate, and that will be ball 2. So now the count is even to Ian Mendez. Trying to get something going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Wildcats lead the game 1-0. Two-two pitch. Just outside, ball 3, and it's a full count now. So Ian battles back here with a good eye, and now it's going to be full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and nobody on. And Mendez will call time. Coach Jet Hartley coaching down the third base line. Coach Blake Green down the first base line for the Wildcats. Payoff pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 3. Mendez thought it was low, but the umpire rings him up. And Mendez goes down looking for out number 3. We've played 4 complete here, and it is 1-0 Littlefield on top. Headed to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Field, where Littlefield leads the game by a score of 1-0. This is a team that we beat 14-0 the first time we played them back in March. Roosevelt, a very young baseball team and obviously looking much improved, but Wildcats have had excellent pitching and defense so far today. Just haven't been able to get the bats going. As Chip Green comes back out onto the mound, he's thrown 45 pitches, and it's 1 ball and no strikes to Kaysen Grizel. Next pitch, same spot, ball 2. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 to the batter, Kaysen Grizel. Green, the 2-0 delivery. Misses low and away, ball 3 now. So Chip Green, who has been striking out batters left and right today, now has got a 3-0 count on Grizel. That one will be lined down the first baseline, but goes foul. So now it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike to Grizel. Kaysen grounded out his last time up, grounded out to the third baseman. So Grizel steps back into the box. 3-1. Here's Green. Swing and a ground ball hit out to second base. Redmond gloves it on the hop, throws to first in time, and that's out number 1. Routine play from Braden Redmond to Adam McDonald, and it's 1 away. Nobody on for Roosevelt. Gavin Gonzalez comes to the plate now. Gavin Gonzalez steps into the box for the second time today. He is 0 for 1 with a fly out. He had a fly out to center field where Major McNeese made the play in his last at-bat. This will be a grounder back to the pitcher. Green gloves it, underhands it to McDonald, and that's out number 2. So 2 outs and nobody on for Roosevelt. Every now and then you'll get a game like this where it's just, you see it a lot at the higher levels, but 3A baseball, you tend to see a lot of runs sometimes, but this is a good, clean, defensive baseball game. First pitch comes in for a strike, a beautiful curveball from Chip Green. 1-0, Littlefield leads here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now Hatchett down in the count 0-2 to the Wildcats pitcher, Chip Green. The 0-2 pitch just outside for ball 1, and now it goes 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss at strike 3, and Hatchett goes down swinging for out number 3 to retire the side. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th with your score, Littlefield 1, Roosevelt 0. We'll be back right after this.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4 94763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West, where we move to the bottom of the 5th. Wildcats lead it 1-0. And here's Jaden Kirkland to the plate. Swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Low-scoring game here today at the ballpark. Wildcats scored 1 run in the 3rd inning, and that's the only run that's come across the plate today. Here's the 0-1 to Kirkland. Low and outside, ball 1. Jaden is 0 for 1 today. This is his second at-bat. He went down looking on a strikeout in his first at-bat today. Will be Kirkland at the plate, Gabe Villanueva on deck, and Major McNeese in the hole. Here's the 1-1. Oh, on the outside corner for a called strike 2. Man, there's been times where you just think it's outside and the umpire gives the pitcher the strike. Happens more with Cameron Vasquez, and he's hitting his spots. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a fly ball hit out into left field. Hits it right to the left fielder, and that's out number 1. Cole Hatchett makes the catch. And again, Littlefield putting it in play. We've just been hitting it right to him. Gabe Villanueva comes to the plate now for Littlefield. He's the number 9 batter in the order. He steps into the box with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch. He's going to hit this one out into left field, into the gap, and it gets down for a base hit. And G will be on with a single, a 1-out single for the Wildcats. Little short fly ball into the gap in left center. And I was just thinking that center fielder was playing over, with a left-handed batter at the plate. He was playing over into a little more of the, toward right field, leaving a big gap out there. And G put it right where he needed to. Here comes Major McNeese now. McNeese with 1 out and a runner on first. First pitch here. Outside, ball 1. And Major starts the 3rd rotation through the order for the Wildcats. He is the number 1 batter in the order for Littlefield. He's 1 for 2. He bunted out in his first at-bat, then hit a double down the left field line his last time up. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. It's now 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit out into center field. It's drifting into left field, and it is caught by Cooper Bland out in left center field. Man, that was well placed for Major McNeese, but Cooper Bland makes a heck of a play for Roosevelt out in center field. Dang. G will have to go back and tag up. So now it's 2 outs with a runner on first, and here's McDonald. Adam McDonald at the plate. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. Adam McDonald is 0 for 1. He walked in his first at-bat and then grounded out. Grounded out to the second baseman, his second time up. Pitch in there for a strike. Villanueva is going to steal second. Throw was not in time as he was way out ahead of the throw. So that puts a runner in scoring position now for the Wildcats. Villanueva at second base with 2 outs. Adam McDonald at the plate, 0-1. And G has got some wheels on him. A base hit could score. Here's a pitch. He holds up on a low one, ball 1. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, McDonald. Pitch. Low, and now Villanueva steals third. So G with 2 stolen bases now. He's at third base with 2 outs. Back of the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. Correction, 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Let's go at him. Let's bring him in. 1-0 is the score. Littlefield on top. The way this game is going, we've got to take advantage of having a base runner on third here. And timeout called by McDonald. Gave Villanueva the base runner at third. He got on with a base hit, stole second, stole third. And here's Adam McDonald, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 1 strike. Apologies. Here's a fly ball hit out into left field. Shallow left. He can't make the catch. A run will score. Cole Hatchett was coming up on it as fast as he could, but it just drops in for a base hit, and that's an RBI for Adam McDonald as Gabe Villanueva scores. It's now 2-0, Littlefield on top. Green steps into the box. Chip is 0 for 1 with a fly out in his first at-bat. Then he was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. 2 outs with a runner on first base here in the bottom of the 5th. Littlefield leads this game 2-0. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Green at the plate. First pitch here, high and inside, ball 1. Catcher throws down to first, not in time. The Littlefield Wildcats will be back in action on Tuesday night when Freona comes to town. The Freona Chieftains will be here on Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We'll be there. We'll be here with the broadcast here on the Littlefield Sports Network. 1 ball, no strikes to Chip Green. And another pickoff throw. Adam McDonald having to work over there on first base. The Wildcats have 4 games remaining in district after this one. 3 of them are at home. The only away game left is at Dimmitt. Chip's going to swing at one high and outside. That will be strike 1. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. Cameron Vasquez, the pitcher for Roosevelt. 64th pitch is going to be hit out into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. McDonald rounding second, heads to third, and Chip Green gets on with a base hit single to center field.
Right fielder, number 10, Jacob Kirkland.
And that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs for Littlefield, and the cleanup hitter coming to the plate. This is Jacob Kirkland. Jacob Kirkland comes up for the 3rd time today, and he is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And Jacob Kirkland, I need to get stats from Coach Hartley, but my guess is, and I can just speak for district play, I didn't see all of the non-district games and tournament games, but Kirkland has to have the best batting average on the team. Pickoff throw to third is not in time as McDonald gets back in safely. So here we go. We've got Chip Green at first, Adam McDonald at third. 2 outs. Here's the first pitch to Kirkland. Low and away, gets past the catcher. Runners will go, and McDonald will score on the pass ball. And that makes it 3-0 as Adam McDonald comes in. Chip Green goes to second base. 3-zip Wildcats. Roosevelt has played about as good as they can play defensively for 4 2/3 innings. But here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th now, Littlefield has scored 2 runs to make it 3-0. Next pitch to Kirkland, misses high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Base hit could score Chip. Chip can move. And now the catcher is going to go out. Hunter Johnson's going to go have a word with his pitcher, Cameron Vasquez. So Jacob Kirkland steps into the box, trying to go 3 for 3 in today's game. And his third at bat. Here's the 2-0. That one misses low. Ball 3 now. Catcher throws down to second base, but Chip gets back in. 3 balls and no strikes now to Kirkland. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Dawson Adkins would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. .30 pitch right down the middle for a called strike 1, and now it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike, 3-1. And again, Vasquez comes off the back of the mound to hold Chip up there at second base. Great day for baseball. It's heating up. We're expecting a high of 92 degrees this afternoon here in Littlefield. Good day for baseball. Littlefield on top here, 3-0. 3-1 pitch, curveball comes in for a called strike 2, and now it's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the full count. With 2 outs, runner on second base. Vasquez with a payoff pitch, and Kirkland's going to rip this one down the left field line. It's up against the wall. Green's going to score. Jacob Kirkland, he's headed to second where he's standing up with an RBI double. The left fielder Hatchett had a chance at it, but couldn't make the catch. And Jacob Kirkland does it again, and he'll go 3 for 3 today here in the ball game. And it's now 4-0, Littlefield on top. With a stand-up double for Jacob Kirkland out into left field. The Wildcats have now scored 3 runs here in this inning, bottom of the 5th. And Dawson Adkins will come up for the 3rd time today. He is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. The base runner on second is Jacob Kirkland. Dawson Adkins at the plate. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Littlefield on top, 4-0. First pitch to Dawson is a grounder. Out to the shortstop. Slow roller, fielded. Throw to first is in time for out number 3 to retire the side as Dawson Adkins grounds out to short. But Littlefield brings 3 runs across in the 5th inning, and we lead at 4-0 headed to the top of the 6th. We'll be back right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Ballpark, where Littlefield leads the game by a score of 4-0, headed into the top of the sixth. Chip Green remains on the mound for the Wildcats. First pitch here's a grounder. McDonald comes off the bag at first to field it. Chip Green covers, and the play is made for out number one. That was Jesus Macias. Macias grounds out. On the 3-1 put out at first base, one away, nobody on. And here comes Matt Taylor to the plate now for the Eagles. Matt Taylor is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He is the number 9 batter in the order, and he'll bunt foul on the first base side. The first pitch here. Chip has thrown 56 pitches in today's game. Taylor steps back in, again shows bunt, and he'll miss it completely for strike 2. Now it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Matt Taylor. Should he get on base? Well, never mind. It's only 1 out. Cooper Bland will be the next batter up, and that's a swing and a strike 3. So Cooper Bland comes to the plate now for the Eagles. Bland, the center fielder, has made a couple of big-time plays out there in center field, kind of robbing the Wildcats hitters of some base hits today. Bland is 0 for 2 at the plate. He lined out to third in his first at-bat, and then he struck out. First pitch here, low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Next pitch, swing and a pop-up. Coming down behind second base, you got to talk. Redmond calls everybody off and makes the play for out number 3. Cooper Bland pops it up to Braden Redmond to retire the side. So Roosevelt goes down in order in the 6th. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 6. Littlefield looking for some insurance. We'll be back right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation. Like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Field, where Littlefield leads this game by a score of 4-0, moving into the bottom of the 6th. It's Braden Redmond, Ian Mendez, and Jaden Kirkland up in the order for the Wildcats. First pitch to Redmond is low and away for ball 1. And Braden is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts, both of them out into left center field. Here's the 1-0. That one misses low for ball 2. The Littlefield Lady Cats beat Roosevelt today in a game that was going on right next to us. They defeated the Roosevelt Lady Eagles 18-3 to clinch a playoff spot. So congratulations to the Littlefield Lady Cats softball team on a big win today and also a berth in the playoffs. Here's Redmond with a foul ball down the left field line on a grounder. It's now 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to the batter, Braden Redmond. Wildcats lead the game 4-0, but would like to add a couple more here if you could, just to make it a little more difficult on Roosevelt in the 7th. That pitch is outside, ball 3. And Vasquez is now up to 75 pitches. Three and 1. Here's the pitch. Redmond holds up on a low one, ball 4. So Braden Redmond draws a walk. It's a leadoff walk for the Wildcats. And now, looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter coming in for Ian Mendez. Or maybe a substitution. We'll see. In any case, it will be C.J. Weaver. Weaver coming to the plate to bat. And I believe this may be his first at-bat of district play for the underclassmen. C.J. Weaver will come to the plate now in the batting order in place of Ian Mendez. So we've got Redmond on first, no outs, and C.J. Weaver coming to the plate. So Weaver will step into the box for the first time today. I believe, if my memory serves, this is his first at-bat in district on varsity. And CJ showing bunt with a runner at first base. And Vasquez will come off the rubber as Redmond tags up there at first base. C.J. Weaver at the plate. Jaden Kirkland is in the on-deck circle. A pickoff throw to first, not in time, as Redmond gets back in safely. Littlefield scored 1 run in the 3rd inning and 3 runs in the 5th inning. And here we are in the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 the score. Littlefield on top. Another pickoff throw to first. Redmond gets back in safely. And CJ still has yet to see a pitch. So here's the first pitch to Weaver. He'll pull it back on a strike. As a runner goes, Redmond will steal second. So Braden Redmond safe at second base. Back at the plate, it is 0-1 to C.J. Weaver, batting in the order for Ian Mendez. So Weaver steps back into the box. Squares up to bunt. It's going to come high and inside. And Redmond will go to third because it got past the catcher. Braden Redmond now at third base. With no outs, Littlefield leads the game 4-0, bottom of the 6th. C.J. Weaver at the plate. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Swings at it for strike 2, and now it goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter. Weaver. Cameron Vasquez has really slowed his pace on the mound here for Roosevelt. Here's the pickoff throw to third. Nobody's ready. Redmond's going home. And he will score. And I don't even think even Redmond was like, I don't think anybody expected him to throw it to third base, including the third baseman, Gavin Gonzalez. And Braden Redmond will score on the botched pickoff, making it 5-0. And that'll be an error on the pitcher. Back of the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes with no outs to C.J. Weaver. Pitch. Catches the corner for a called strike 3 as C.J. goes down looking for out number 1. So 1 away, nobody on for Littlefield, and here comes Jaden Kirkland. Jaden is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout today. So Jaden Kirkland steps into the box. First pitch high and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Kirkland. Here's Vasquez with the next pitch, and he'll foul this one over the backstop and out of play. Strike 1. Wildcats will be back in action on Tuesday night when Friona comes to town. 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll have it here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Here's the 1-1. That one misses low for ball 2 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Because next weekend is Easter, the Wildcats will play on Thursday. So this coming week, next week, Tuesday, Thursday games. Swing and a miss on the next pitch for strike 2. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jaden Kirkland. And both games will be at home this week. Or should I say next week. 2-2 pitch to Kirkland, way outside for ball 3, and now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2, and Vasquez is now at 85 pitches. And the Roosevelt pitcher, Cameron Vasquez, had a really solid first 4 innings, and it's like he's just maybe running out of gas in the 5th and now the 6th. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, and I say that, and then Jaden Kirkland strikes out. So that'll be 2 outs and nobody on for Littlefield, and Gabe Villanueva comes to the plate now. So Villanueva comes up for the 3rd time today. He is 1 for 2 with a fly out and a single. So Villanueva steps into the box. Left-handed batter with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch is a curveball that comes in for a strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1 to Villanueva. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Major McNeese would be the next batter for Littlefield. Major in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a fly ball out into left center field, gets down for a base hit. And it's a 2-out single for Gabe Villanueva. Nice little piece of hitting there to get us back to the top of the order. Major McNeese comes to the plate now. Major is 1 for 3 today. He bunted out in his first at-bat, and then he doubled before flying out to left center field in his last at-bat. 2 outs and a runner on first for the Wildcats. Here's Vasquez with a first pitch to McNeese, and that'll miss low for ball 1. Gets past the catcher and allows G to go to second base now. Villanueva at second. Runner on second base with 2 outs, and Major McNeese at the plate, 1-0. Here's Vasquez with a 1-0 pitch. Villanueva is going to go to third, and he'll be safe. Catcher throws down, but G was safe by a mile. A stolen base. He'll be at third base. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes at the plate. Littlefield has a runner on third. 5-0 is our score. 5-zip Littlefield here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 2-0 swing and a foul ball over the backstop and out of play. First time Littlefield and Roosevelt played, it was 14-0 Wildcats. This game 5-0. So here's the 2-1 pitch to McNeese. That one comes in for a strike, and catcher throws down to third, but not in time as Villanueva gets back in safely. I think Major knew that one. He knew that was a good pitch, and he held up on it. Now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to McNeese. Vasquez with a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Major McNeese goes down swinging. That will retire the side. We're headed to the top of the 7th. Littlefield on top. 5-0. 3 outs and it's over. We'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day. Whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball as we join play in progress here in the top of the 7th inning. This is Cameron Vasquez at the plate. Chip Green on the mound. The count is 1-1. That pitch is low for ball 2, and now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Wildcats lead the game by a score of 5-0 here in the top of the 7th. So looking for 3 outs, and here's a fly ball hit out into left center field. Mendez backing up, makes the catch, and that is out number 1. Cameron Vasquez flies out to shallow left. 1 away, nobody on for Roosevelt. And Ryan Bradshaw comes to the plate now for the Eagles. All 9 starters are back out in the field. Chip Green on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. And here's a foul ball on the first base side, strike 1. Adam McDonald at first base, Braden Redmond at second, Ian Mendez at shortstop, and Dawson Atkins at third. Gabe Villanueva in left, Major McNeese in center, and Jacob Kirkland in right. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a fly ball hit out into, it just popped up. Looked like it was going to be a fly ball to center, but Braden Redmond easily makes the catch near the bag at second base, and that's out number 2 on the pop-up. So 2 outs and nobody on for Roosevelt, and now Littlefield is 1 out away from winning this game today. First pitch is in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Hunter Johnson at the plate for Roosevelt. Green with the next pitch, outside, ball 1. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch, swing, and a ground ball foul on the third base side. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Chip Green is 1 strike away from winning this game. He has thrown 69 pitches. This will be number 70. Just outside, ball 2, and now the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the windup in the next pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul as he fouls it straight down into the box. Count remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of the 7th, Littlefield on top, 5-0. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Hunter Johnson goes down swinging. That will end the game as the Wildcats win it by a final score of 5-0. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to look at your post-game stats right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. This one is in the books as the Wildcats win it by a score of 5-0. Littlefield scored 1 run in the 3rd inning, 3 runs in the 5th inning, and 1 run in the 6th inning. Wildcats scored 5 runs on 8 hits, committed no errors, and left 5 runners stranded on base. Roosevelt scored no runs on 1 hit, committed 1 error, and left 1 runner on base in the losing effort for the Roosevelt Eagles. It was Chip Green getting the start and the complete game shutout. Chip Green, with a 1-hitter today, faced 22 batters in 7 complete innings pitched. He threw a total of 72 pitches. He allowed no runs to come across. He had 9 strikeouts on the day. He did give up 1 hit, but walked no batters. So no walks, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts in the shutout on the mound for Chip Green. A great day, one of the better days that I've seen Chip have on the mound this season. A great effort by Chip Green today. Hitting-wise, it wasn't too hot for the Wildcats as the Roosevelt pitcher and their defense played much better than they did the first time we played them back in March. But Major McNeese went 1 for 4 at the plate with a double and a run scored. Adam McDonald went 1 for 2 at the plate with 2 runs batted in, a walk, and a run scored. Chip Green goes 1 for 2 at the plate with a single. He had a run scored. Jacob Kirkland went 3 for 3 at the plate with 2 singles, a double, a run batted in. Dawson Adkins went 0 for 3 at the plate today. Braden Redmond went 0 for 2, but he did have a walk and a run scored. Ian Mendez goes 0 for 2. Jaden Kirkland went 0 for 2. Jaden went 0 for 3. Gabe Villanueva went 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 singles and a run scored. The Wildcats scored 5 runs again on 8 hits today. We had 6 singles and 2 doubles in the baseball game in the winning effort. Again, your final score, 5-0, Littlefield wins. We've got 2 home games coming up next week. It will be Freona on Tuesday night and then Slayton on Thursday night. Both 7 o'clock first pitches. We'll be here with the broadcasts on the Littlefield Sports Network. So until then, we hope everybody out there has a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday night right back here at the ballpark. Good day, everybody.
This has been a presentation of West 11 Sports Media. Today's Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, FiberMax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, All Ways Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC. This is West 11 Sports, your home for Littlefield High School sports.